These are the directions for workplace 6D area or perimeter. For this game, players will decide together if they are going to roll to keep the area or the perimeter. The same for the rectangles they build. They each circle that word on their own record sheet. One player rolls the dice using the individual record sheets. Each player uses column 1 to record the numbers rolled and column 2 to record the product. For example, I rolled a 4 and a 4, and I'm looking for area. So right here, I'd write 4 and 4. The product of 4 times 4 is 16. So our dimensions will be 4 by 4. The area will be 16. If we were working for area, we would count the tiles to equal the product of the total number rolled. If we're working for perimeter, we would count the red linear pieces to equal the product of the two numbers. In order to do this, we can work out our problems on this grid paper to find the dimensions as well as the area or perimeter. The grid paper is optional, but could be helpful if it is easier for you to see all the pieces laid out. Both players will record the dimensions, area, and perimeter of the rectangle they made. Some products will not work as perimeter for rectangles. In that case, players will just write impossible on the line that's rolled. Players will work together to rearrange the tiles or red linear units to form another rectangle with the same area or perimeter that's rolled for the first rectangle and record the information for it on the next line. Players will use colored pencils to draw a line across the table below the information for the last rectangle they were able to make for a pair of numbers. Players will roll the dice and build as many rectangles as they can for the new area or perimeter. It's important that players remember that they must continue to work with this type of measurement they chose on the record sheet rather than switching from area to perimeter or vice versa. If the players roll two numbers they've already rolled today or two numbers that make the same product, they have to roll again. Lastly, the players will keep rolling and building rectangles until they fill up the table or run out of time. This is the end of the directions for workplace 6D, area or perimeter. If you're looking for different variations for this game, players can use 1 0 through 5 die and 1 4 through 9 die instead of 2 1 through 6 dice, or use 2 4 through 9 die instead of 2 1 through 6 dice.